boy Big Boosie, man, back like I never left. A lot going on out there, man. Wait for a few people to come on in. A lot of crazy mess going on out here, man. Trying to send all our black brothers to jail, man. Right up under our nose, right when they know it's a whole bunch of cameras out here. Right when they know it's a whole bunch of DNA evidence that they send people to jail for. But the Tory case, he went to jail without DNA evidence. They're saying he didn't even hold a pistola. And he went to jail. That's crazy work, man. That's nasty work for a brother to even have to go through that and be in jail this long. They put you in jail fast, but it take long for them to let you out and release you. They got to review this and review that, knowing they got all the real evidence in the cut that they didn't bring in. Knowing they didn't bring that evidence in the trial, man. That's crazy. What's gonna be next? The Puff trial going crazy right now, showing a whole bunch of lies, even though it did show that he is whooping or have, domestic violence with Cassie. But we'll get into that a little later. I want to just get into a few things and wait for a few more people to come in. But I do want to give Tory Lanez thumbs up. I seen him say on an interview, or at least a text message, how they was asking him why he didn't say nothing, that he didn't shoot at the beginning, and just say, it was the other girl, Megan's friend. And he said, he grew up watching, his mom passed away, and that kind of touched him, and it was like he didn't really want to send a girl to jail. He wanted the evidence to really, I guess, prove his innocence. And they let her get immunity to actually lie. So now they gave her immunity and she lied. Can she go to jail now? I guess not. All the evidence come out, but you got to give Tory Lanez some real thumbs up, man. He said he just went on and took it. She ain't take it. And knowing that she did it, he tried to save her life. Everybody out there tried to discredit him, make him look like a bad guy towards women. And now I think a lot of people is getting ready to have to get their apologies ready. I'm wondering how that's going to work. I'm wondering even if it's going to work. A lot of people don't like to give apologies, admit when they're wrong. This here is a good one. It's very interesting, especially due to the fact that both the women, both lying, or one lying and the other one, which would be Megan, didn't see who actually really shot her. And in her mind, she thinks Tory shot her. Because she talking tough. She just made a public statement the other day, or whatever, on social media, talking crazy. I'm going to read it off for y'all in a hot second, man. And I'm just trying to figure out how in the world is Tory in jail with no gunpowder on his hand. They didn't do a trajectory of where the bullet came from, which they would have known it didn't come from where he was sitting. I'm confused, man. But it shows you it's an attack on our black brothers that has popularity. And we gotta watch what's going on in a very, very strong way, man. Very strong way. Because who's gonna be next? One of our kids? What's gonna be next? One of our nephews? It's an attack on black men. The majority of them is in jail with these charges and they don't have nothing on them. But they still come up with a way to write it up and make a charge out of it and run up in your house, ransack your house, tear your cars up, tear your name up, have your credibility looking bad, have your character looking bad, have people stop doing business with you. If you have accolades somewhere, take your accolades down. Just rip you to shreds. That's crazy, man. And then they play the games like they really put that video out there with Puff putting his hands and feet on Cassie, but they said it was edited. It wasn't done correctly. That was an edited video, but he still did what he did. All of it wasn't edited, so we know that part. And basically, that's what the case should have been about, domestic violence, not no RICO. And a lot of analysts, a lot of lawyer analysts, they saying he is looking like he gonna beat this case. They came out with their first swing with the prosecutor witnesses that really sound like they were witnesses for the defense. And not only that, the defense, which is Puff team, tore them up on the stand, man. Had them looking very bad. Everything they said was contradictory. They never ever said it to the police in the interrogation room. But then they said when they on the stand. That's something that should have been said in the interrogation room, something that should have been written down a long time ago. So how did they get to that? It's looking real good for Puff to beat the case. I don't want nobody to go to jail for something they didn't do. Now, domestic violence, yeah, if that be the case, he got to get his time for that. But they didn't fight it on that. They fighting it on a RICO. Domestic, not even a charge in the case at all. They wilding out here, y'all. But yeah, domestic violence is not even in the charges at all. It's all RICO. They going for the big boy. 20, 30 years. 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Sent a man away because he was having a high sexual appetite, man. What's this world coming to, man? We getting, it's dangerous. People go to law school, get these degrees, become lawyers, or let's say prosecutors, and then just figure out a way to write up some paperwork and take a person's whole life away from them and put them behind bars. That's scary, and a lot of people was laughing like that was a game. That's not a game unless it was you in them shoes and you sitting there laying in a cell saying, damn, this can't be real. I'm really sitting here and I can't get out. I got money, can't even pay my way out.